Last day for Imperium Gathering.
I asked you a simple question. I asked you how you are doing.
I want to say God is good.
Thank you. That's all. Thank you.
I mean, it was amazing. Hey.
And you went somewhere yesterday. But that name, we not allow you to mention that name here today.
Church. So you don't like church? Just church.
How are you? Simple.
No,
I'm fine. Or I'm not fine. Yeah, they're ready. Yeah. Kwame, how be you?
I'm fine, Andy Dusty.
Kwame, why are you now coming late?
I've been here all this while. I was waiting for Kojo Crunchy to have his time. See me.
Okay. Portfolio, welcome.
What's for that? Jina now so say I'm going to run about Ponko.
Okay. Martinez, welcome.
Welcome. This means Jina so say circle.
Okay. Tourism team. Pesa man for be sure I'm going to run about Ponko. No mu see the Ponko ni Jina now.
Ponko run about.
Till because so Jina now so I'm going to run about Ponko now.
And also can circle
Kwashe boys. Omujomo now. 24 hours.
You guys are late. Don't come spoiling. Rocky Dawuni has been nominated for the Grammys. This is his fourth appearance in the Grammy nomination. Rocky Dawuni. The fourth time Rocky has been nominated in the prestigious award scheme. In 2022, his Voice of Bonbon Volume 1 album also got a nomination in the Best Global Music Album category. It comes after his sixth studio album, Branches of the Same Tree, that was also nominated for a Grammy Award for Best Reggae Album in December 2015. This year, Rocky has earned a slot in the Best Global Music Performance category with the song Rise, jostling with artists like Angelique Kidjo and the Soweto Gospel Choir, Sunlight to My Soul, Aruj, Aftab, Rat Kirani, I beg your pardon, Jacob Collier featuring Anushka Shankar and Varishajri Venugopal, A Rock Somewhere. Masa Takumi featuring Ron Cobb, Noshe Modi and Dale Edward Chong with Kashira, and Sheila E featuring Gloria Estefan and Mimi Saka. Sheila E, wow. It's a very old artist.
Only the Liberian go know.
Oh no.
Only Liberian.
Only the old, not just like only the old Liberian.
Not Liberian the one. Impe go know.
Old artist.
Okay, but
not Liberian the one.
Oh no.
I'm so lost like a.
Obo didn't crave so for melody.
But on say ding na, on so no boy ding na no. Bonne pep. We are Liberian.
So what's it?
As a sports presenter, Okumazi. But effortless.
Nana Unkwaso.
School we. You are your students.
No, but you know Sheila E.
We don't know her.
Okay, do you know Gloria Estefan?
We don't know them.
No, on the more serious note, do you know Gloria Estefan?
We don't know any of them.
Gloria, she did the World Cup theme or something like that about 3 or 4 years ago.
Ask any of my friends here.
But you know me, I don't know. You wear every time.
Who knows? Old librarian.
Yeah. But you know her song, If I Could Reach.
You know the song?
So yes, of course, popular songs, but
she's the one behind it.
Made my bread.
Bread.
The parachiki of the game.
I didn't. Mommy bread too much. Now Rocky Dawuni, what's the secret? What at all is the secret? It looks like the guy he knows the key. What is it he's submitting? None of the musicians are. And Kwame, let me start with you.
What's the secret? He's the secret. I think he's the secret. And you see, we've been talking about the Grammy Awards and how to get into the Grammys. And for a long time, I think he's the only one who paved the way for us. And we were thinking that we have more Ghanaians get nominated. In 2015, when his Branches of the Same Tree got nominated in the Reggae Album of the Year category, we were looking forward to seeing more. Now, years on, he's got other nominations with even singles. And when you speak to him, he will tell you he's just playing by the rules of the game. You know, you having your song distributed in the American music market, you And I think, Andy, I think even apart from having proper record, there are some plugs that you should know. Maybe Rocky Dawuni will not tell us that there are plugs as in the right spot to touch. But I'm not sure it's merely about critical acclaim of songs that are quality, as in Enyom Papa. Because when you talk about producing quality music alone, there are a lot of them in the system. A lot of them in the system when it comes to production and lyrical content. But I think it goes beyond that. It goes beyond just producing quality music. It's all about you knowing the right plugs. If you really want to win a Grammy, what I believe is that get closer to the people that know the game. Let them show you the tricks, the plugs, the right spot to hit. You understand? I believe that's the sole way of getting nominated, because even this year, we had Wiala puts out a statement or a post that she was also submitting for nomination. Kim Promise did the same. We had Black Rasta also do same. It tells you that people are willing to be part of the Grammy Awards and get nominations. But for all you know, they may not be hitting the right spots. Maybe Rocky has it. He knows it. I don't know if any of them has reached out to him to know how it is done, how it should be done.
I have always
but
made
I
that
believe
mean
that he knows what it takes to
don't
get
make,
there.
it's not
Apart from
contain this
producing
world.
quality
How did you get
records.
global
So
news
maybe
highlight
they
him
should get
here
closer to Rocky Dawuni
and then put in the
to learn
same
the ropes of the job and see how best they can get nominated in the Grammy Awards. Now, mind you, even though a lot of us, have always said that we need, as Africans, we need to also go a long way to have a very formidable African award scheme to honor Africans. Because if you take Grammy Awards, no matter what you do, Grammy Awards is for the American music market. They are just trying to sound global by including almost everybody, by creating Latin Grammys, by even intending to create Grammy Africa for Africans. But the basic thing, their primary market is the American market. And so even though I believe, yes, as Africans, we can come together to have our own version of Grammy Awards, I also think that it's prestigious to get nominations or win Grammys.
It's good you've mentioned this. This is for another conversation.
Yeah.
However, Africans, it may be quite
difficult to have something
why?
like that. Yeah.
The wranglings. Internal wrong. Everyone wants to be this, that.
Do you know Kora Award is ongoing? Yesterday I saw promos of nominations.
You mean
on
Kora
their page.
is back?
Kora has been back for a few years. I think a year or two now. And
Kora is like the Grammys of Africa.
Yeah, go on their page right now and you see nomination videos, there. But how visible are they after their return?
Is it just about the visibility? I think it's about audience. I think people don't revere. It's about the reverence. For example, Davido wins a Kora Award, and he's heavily drumming it in the ears of Africans.
I agree.
That this is our Grammys. This is what we have. Let's champion it. Let's do this. I think with that, a lot of people will pay a lot of attention. Well, sorry, let me catch you in. Let's hear what Rocky Dawuni had to say in an interview. I strongly believe this was an interview with Lexus, and he talked about the Grammy Innovatives.
Blueprint, and with the way the conversation is going, it means that there is a deliberate way you can plug yourself into getting considered for a Grammy.
No. Blueprint, by blueprint, I mean that it has to be innovative. It has to be representative of who you are, where you come from, an original sound.
Yeah.
And at the same time, too, you have to have your songwriting. That's the problem. The problem here that we have a lot of people who can sing good. They can have a beat and roll onto it. But the thing is that they are not creating songs. A song is something that when you peel the beats even away from it, it can stand on its own. But to be able to jump on a beat and then, bounce on the beat up and down and create some ear candy that everybody will hail you for a minute and it's gone, it's not songs. You have to write real songs.
Okay.
And I think that is something that our artists need to educate themselves about, songwriting, because once you have a great song, the production can go in any direction and you still have the song being representative. So I think what I say the blueprint is that I embrace all these dimensions into this album. And the album basically was able to break boundaries and was able to bring Ghana its first nomination.
Okay.
But, the thing is that if that has happened, and we just need to be able to understand that, I've seen people trying to say, oh, maybe Ghana will get a nomination. People still don't even come to the acknowledgement that we are already there. Branch of the Same Tree was nominated, and all we need to do is look at it, study it. It's just one aspect. I'm not saying study only me, but one aspect. And we have the talent and we have the ability, but then we also have a media and that really will not, will go and be highlighting stuff that is not contributing to our industry and hyping it and then hyping beefs and all of that kind of stuff. We need to be serious and focus. And then if we do that with the innovation and the right artists that we have right now, I believe that we will have another nomination because we need a nomination before we win. So we need another more nomination than mine so that we can be able to create that, what's it called there? That should I say, indelible push so that, what's it called, the Academy voters will know that Ghana, they already know from our initial, nomination, but artists need to be focused and innovate and work hard and stop the pull me down, and hustling and fighting each other, and then we will reach there. We will reach there.
Righty, that was Rocky Dawuni in an interview with Lexus Bill on Joy FM. Folks, let's hear what Rocky had to say. This was in March 15, 2021. Now, on September 30th, 2022, Rocky had another nomination, and there was another explanation.
I have always mentioned that when you make art for the sake of awards, that's not the way it's done. You just make progressive, good, important art, and then awards it's a product of that. So if we have that mindset, that means that we have to be brave to innovate. And innovation should be rewarded. So even when we listen to radio, sometimes, one style catches on and that's what everybody's playing. So the people who are on the fringes trying to push the music, usually a lot of times don't get that type of support or recognition because we don't think that style is prevailing and people are making, it's not too commercial enough for us to push. But he gave, when he came and people asked him the same. And I've been saying this for a long time because everybody comes to me and like, how did you get a nomination? Now, like, because, I was innovating the music. I was infusing high life music. I was infusing traditional styles, Afrobeat, and adding it to global music. Just because everybody thinks in their mindset that I'm a reggae artist, they don't even think that. They think that I'm just right there. Even the album that was nominated for Best Reggae Album was an album that fused high life and Afrobeat and different sounds to it. That was how I was able to stand out of the crowd. So for him to come here and then putting the same question and him going and saying exactly what I've said is that it validates it at the same time too. It's like, I told you that's really what, we just have to love what we're doing, embrace what we're doing because, our traditional styles and high life music provides us with so many different palettes of sounds that if we encourage, like radio, if somebody does something that is cutting edge, we give the support. All of a sudden, people will be more interested in innovating rather than playing what everybody is playing just because, Afrobeats is trending and all of that. Every song has to sound like Afrobeat. We have to still remind people that high life music is the foundation. You have to play the people who are fusing high life with different styles and you create a much more holistic approach to the industry. And I believe that is what will give us the opportunity to create something that is uniquely ours.
This is Hits.
And that was Rocky Dawuni again. Now, September 2024, Rocky came back. Listen.
The music is bigger than any kind of award. And I say that not to say that there's no value in the Grammys, but we have to focus more on how do we develop our system, how do we invest in our creative environment. High life music, which is the foundation of our music. When you go around, how many high life bands do you see playing out there? How many high life do you hear on the radio here? When people travel to come to Ghana to experience high life, and when they come, you turn on the radio, it's like the playlist is totally different. Foreign. So who is doing who? You know what I mean? We have the capacity to change our situation, but we're thinking that the capacity has to come from somewhere else. Let's rise up and transform this place, and the Grammy will just be an icing on the cake. Let's inspire our young artists to be innovative, to be appreciative of their culture, to integrate their culture and their own identity into their creativity. That's what creativity is for. If you don't use it to represent who you are, then who are you?
Break hits.
And that was Rocky Dawuni. Portfolio, let me get to you. You heard Rocky. Is that something you disagree?
Yeah, I think, let me be very circumspect, so this is not taken out of context. But I want to believe that this is just a regular music philosophy that the legend keeps on preaching in connection with how to bag a Grammy nomination. I feel there is something in there that he's not telling us. I respect him for the fact that he's represented us for all these years. But I think we are asking the wrong person how to bag a Grammy nomination.
Why
for
do you
Ghana.
think so?
I think we don't have to ask him, but I know cocksure that we have to ask the label or whatever forces that is engineering this whole thing for him. I am cocksure that he sometimes would be equally as clueless as to how he earned certain nomination for the Grammy. I think the power forces behind him are those we should fish out, because over the years he has said virtually the same old story of originality, infusing.
Guess what? Uncle Kennedy has sent me a message. He says, "Good morning, Andy. Sheila E. Escovedo. Sheila E. is a drama percussionist, daughter of a famous father, Pete Escovedo, a percussionist. They are known jazz artists. Thank you. P.S. She sings too."
That's another librarian.
Yeah.
An older version of you.
Uncle Ken. Pastor, you guys.
So I'm cocksure.
Right,
I'm cocksure that sometimes the legend Rocky Dawuni earns nominations out of his awareness. He will just leave it to the powerhouses that really engineers it. So we can only solicit for him because he's an authority in that space. But he's not the right person to ask how to bag a nomination to represent Ghana. The power forces behind it. And you see, Ghanaians would be, anytime he earns a nomination, the talkability around his nomination is not as loud as how we throw other artists that we think are supposed to be in there, especially the one who has been victimized in the trolling game anytime there's Grammy nomination is Stonebwoy, which you and I know. The reason why I'm bringing Stonebwoy in this is because Ghanaians will be more excited to see a resident artist who activated his music career here being in there more than someone who represents us from wherever. I don't know if you are getting me. So, he activated his music career from the States over here. That is how come
from here, but
the Rocky
the
Dawuni
span was longer there.
Over there. Are you getting it? That is how come even when someone like Stonebwoy misses out on Grammy nomination, he becomes a troll. Even when he had not submitted, even when it doesn't revolve around him, he still become a troll. Meaning that Ghanaians really know that they want a resident. And that's how come before Sarkodie emerged as the BET winner, people were still not delighted about the fact that a Ghanaian, which is Stormzy, had represented that at BET. They don't care. They want to see someone who activated his music career here representing for the Grammy. And that is where Ghana will feel like, okay, I get it. So I feel the legend needs to, and I understand him, because labels also need to protect their artists. No matter how you think this is the gateway to the Grammy, there's a political element to it that we are not fishing out. We have to prove further than just always asking him how to do it, because he will go about the same old narrative of injecting. And mind you, now even the Grammy has moved from the quality element of shortlisting to pop. Now a more popularity injection has been
I agree.
Now
they don't mention it, but I agree.
Now it has swayed.
Yeah,
it has swayed, and now it's a popularity contest. Now I think for the past 3 years I've studied keenly to know that it's not even about quality and whatever, because some of the most ridiculous projects I've ever heard have bagged and won Grammys. Some of the most ridiculous music projects in my books have won the Grammys, and I'm trying to wrap my head around, like, how did this happen? Meaning there's a power force. There's a power force that we are. So I think we should go beyond asking the legendary Rocky Dawuni to finding who is not even the plug, the socket. There's a socket, because talking about originality, we have varieties to choose from our people over here. Talking about whatever element that he thinks. So,
okay, let's end it this way. I want you to end your submission this way. Be bold enough and say it. Are you trying to say that Rocky, if not for the plugs, he wouldn't get these nominations?
Well, I'm tempted to believe so. You see, let me quote Shedda. Shedda was once asked how he made his money. And for the first time, I saw an honest rich man telling us that no rich man will tell you their secret to their wealth. They'll just tell you it be God and hard work. So I'm trying to make this system akin, the whole Grammy thing akin to that utterance, that there is something that he will not tell you, because he's also supposed to protect the interests of his label, and labels are also protecting their artists, because this is some of the CV builder for them. Every label, they have a power struggle internally that they build the artists and empower them with the Grammy to also show off that we are that powerhouse. So
all right.
I think it moved beyond asking him. The real thing is somewhere that we need to fish out and spare him the interview around the Grammy, because I don't think he opened up that much.
You guys didn't come on time, and so I have very little time to spend. So Martinez, if you can make your submission briefly.
First of all, let me congratulate him and also congratulate Guilty Beats.
Another.
Yes. Guilty Beats' contribution has also been recognized. This is the fourth time Rocky Dawuni is getting the nomination, and we are here to congratulate him again. Last time we congratulated him. My question is winning the Grammy also a problem for him? Because getting nomination is different from winning.
Yeah.
Yes, now he has proven that he knows the game or the technique as to get how to get to the nomination. But crowning it with a plug has also become a problem. I don't know if we've all thought of that or we've taken our mind to that direction, because
portfolio has been there before. Last week, he got a tie.
So now it looks like he's trying to raise the flag of Ghana, but he will be able to raise it if he wins. Because the likes of Burna Boy, Tyler, they've won. And Rocky Dawuni representing Ghana all this while, it has become a bit difficult. I'm not just looking at the nomination, but I am also hoping he wins the Grammys, because if Rocky gets 5th nomination, like what Portfolio and Kwame said earlier on, in fact, even now, people don't even feel the Rocky Dawuni's presence when it comes to Grammys. We've always been crying, we need Ghanaians, we want Ghanaians to win the Grammys, and we want Ghanaians to get nominations. Yet Rocky gets nomination, and people still see it normal. When
the question is,
we don't even mention it.
Do we back him as much?
We do.
Are you sure about that? How many times do you hear Rocky songs on radio?
Boss, I understand.
With all these fan bases and the championing of artists who can qualify or get nominations, especially at the Grammys. If you think much reverence or that loudness is given to Rocky, Masa, he'll match the others boot for boot.
Andy.
Don't you think so?
Andy, I agree with what you are saying.
Thank you for
But
agreeing.
Rocky also needs to activate it very well.
The guy is around.
And maybe his
The
projects
gentleman is here.
are playlist by us.
I think for now, his focus is not solely on our market here. Because there should be a strategic plan.
If that's the case, why is he all around radios campaigning? He needs your support. You are not giving him simple.
But what we are doing is also support.
You don't get it.
I get what you are saying. But like I said earlier, he and his team also need to activate something. They also have to be intentional and strategic. Because it's not just about we giving you that kind of support in it, it's even clear that some people don't even understand the rudiment of the game, even how it's run, how to even vote and all of that. It's possible that a lot don't even have that understanding.
It's not about how to vote because it's a session. It's a session of people. That's right. It's a session of people.
Andy,
So please,
for me, with what you are saying, I agree with what Kwame and Portfolio said. The most important thing is getting a huge record label behind it to engineer this, because look, Burna Boy's album Twice as Tall was released in US and it was done by RCA, Warner Music and Co. The same applies Tyler's music, Davido's album as well. You see, King Promise True to Self album, very good, but then there should be a heavy hand handling some of these things over there. If it has to do with just releasing the song and getting the nomination, it will be very difficult. Most of our artists are indie labels like Stonebwoy. For me, I see Stonebwoy as the artist who is next to Rocky Dawuni because of Def Jam factor. But whether we like it or not, our artists need to get a major label. Because, like I said earlier on, Burna Boy and Co. just didn't get their song released. They have strong machinery. So, with what you're saying, if Rocky Dawuni has a strong machinery like maybe Warner Music or RCA, I'm sure they will find a way to activate
thank you very much.
Their presence here, and that will help.
Adam, please. As I told Martinez, we have just 3 minutes to wrap up. I will appreciate it if you can.
Oh, Chairman, what prekra.
Thank you.
Congratulations to the legend. Engineering is key. Thank you.
No.
This is the Obama of the moment.
He has not started talking. Adam, you can now talk. No. Are you well? Yeah. Are you okay? Andy, see if you
Obama. This is Obama's speech.
Ebiane home fano. Oh, but Andy Rusty. But okay. Portfolio winning award though.
Oh, we'll talk about it.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Adam has a lot to say.
We need tied award.
Our famous says simple. It says Ebenezer answer. They don't get the okay. Ebenezer answer says what Martinez is refusing to understand is that Rocky's nominations are always an international category, and it's very hard to win that. Tyler Burner, they won in more of African category. Our famous says Ebenezer, they don't get the memo. He's just talking because there's a mic. Oh, must I go away? You don't talk like that. Who's talking because there's a mic? Man, yes, sir. Kwame says, I'm Nana Prempe. No way, Portfolio. You can't say Rocky is not the right person. The industry here is not conscious of pushing a true Ghanaian who is representing us.
Not the right person.
Let me finish reading. Representing us for more than twice. Instead, forcibly pushing your favorite or supposedly famous artist. How about the industry gatekeepers consciously bringing our A-list artists to collaborate with Rocky to get their works nominated as well? Beautiful. But with that, Rocky has collaborated with some great musicians here. I mean, the likes of Samini. I think even Branches of the Same Tree, Samini was on that album, and that even earned him a nomination at the Grammys. He also did something with Stonebwoy that also got him a Grammy nomination.
Can you disperse the guy's notion for me? I never said I was discrediting him in any way. I said that he's not the right person to ask how to bag a nomination. It's the powerhouse that we should fish. Please.
Right. Kwakwana says, Andy, please, I want to learn beat making. Can you please help me out if someone can help me? Yes. Delifoli said, we don't back him. That much is the hard truth. Medallion winner said the submission Portfolio made about the Grammys is absolutely something we should dig into. Aside you when he said there is something he is not telling us. The PDD issue is a proof. Brack of Oxide says, good morning, Uncle Andy. My name is John Charmaine. And a Manson says, Kwabna Winter says, the road to the Grammys is rocky. Let's ask Dawuni.
I go record them.
I beg the manager.
I'll be producer.
Citizen Odum says, I wish Rocky Dawuni the best. Let's go, Rocky. Well, my friend Brandy, Peter in the Bible said to Jesus, I tried the whole day and night, but the thing is not working. The question is, are we even trying what he has been saying? Well, That's a very good question. Have we been trying what we are saying? Oh. Okay. Let's see who has won my money before I even get to portfolio to ask him about the award. He's also driving around with it. The same thing Caesar did. The same thing Raskuku did. Yes. Wisdom is our cash winner. Wisdom, good morning. Hello, Wisdom. Can you hear me? Hello? Okay. Now, let me get to you, portfolio. Congratulations.
Thank you, Godfather.
Let me see the plaque.
Oh, yeah.
MC Hype Man of the... Let me show our dear listeners and our dear viewers on Facebook. Guys, if you can see...
Is it a plaque or a citation?
Do we have it? It is not a citation.
Is it a plaque?
Oh,
Yeah, plaque.
what is this?
Or a plague?
What is plague?
Ah,
How do you call it plague? Oh, where you are.
No, I say a plaque and I say a citation.
Oh.
It's a plaque.
Ghana DJ Awards 24. MC or Hype Man of the Year. How was your reaction? Okay. I think the first person they mentioned was Kojo Manuel.
No, they
Right?
mentioned portfolio first.
Yeah, I don't know. Me.
And then somebody also mentioned Kojo Manuel.
No, they mentioned you first.
Yes.
No, they mentioned Kojo Manuel.
I can't recall.
It was Kojo
Matter
Manuel.
of fact, I was backstage. I didn't hear portfolio's name.
Yeah, it was Kojo
I
Manuel first.
had Kojo Manuel.
Yeah, so
So when I saw him backstage with the award, I just got up and said, "Did you win the award?" Like,
So when they were even about to mention, I was seated close to portfolio. So I was looking at him, and he turned some way. He didn't even want to watch the stage. Then Charlie,
very anxious.
in the tension I found, and I heard somebody saying, "Aha, this is what Stonebwoy also went through."
Yeah, I feel
What 10 year who are there about Kojo Manuel, and he was still calm. Then they mentioned his name, and I was calling him that they've mentioned your name. He said, "Ah, I don't want it." So he was still doubting and standing. I said, "Yeah, bolding, so go." Then he went up the stage and they gave his.
it's been a long time coming.
5 years, the Rocky Dawuni of the category. So this time round, I have a reason to tell my people how it is won. This time round, they're not going to, because they equally.
Is that something you are not telling? give us the rundown. How to
that is
win
why
an
I
award
said it.
after 5 years?
I get in it. So I've always been the Rocky Dawuni of this category, but this finally, I get to tell my people that's Charlie. Like I said, I really feel there's a powerhouse behind everything, and I would also want to acknowledge this platform in a way, because it also has some element of input in the mileage I have in the country in 2024 under review, and also I mean the TGMA factor, which I was always robbing Stonebwoy. The core reason why I also did a part of dedication to him, because his brand effect also gave me some sort of amplification, and so I'm grateful towards that. I only want to make an appeal, capitalize on this platform to make an appeal that let me not sound too boastful, but I think there is one of the years they have gotten a winner, one of the winners who really represent what this category is supposed to define proper. And yes, and I feel moving on, if they can revisit the category and see if they would want to detach the hype man bit from the MC bit, or make it hybrid, and still also, because this over the years, the winners over the years have represented only one side of the culture. And I feel that they have to come clear on trying to also make we can have two categories for MCs in the whole, and Ghana DJ Awards, maybe best MC or maybe club MC or whatever, so that if it represents people for what side of the host culture they represent. And so I'm blessed to be part of the few versatile ones who has registered a seat in the MC side and also the hype man side. But the award scheme definition has disincentivized people who are equally doing well in the MC side. Yes, because Godfather, go to the other sectors of events, like our event space, and see people who are doing amazing over there, that the scheme doesn't capture them. And I want to be a mouthpiece for them. You go to the wedding industry, the other industries, you hear names like Okokobioko over there, you hear names, there are names. Yes, the comedian, you help you. There are names that are not being captured, and so I feel the scheme should make sure it doesn't vomit people who are also doing. I mean,
Right. Let me try my winner again. Wisdom.
Yeah.
Wisdom.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Andy. Yes, sir.
Charlie Albi.
Andy.
Yeah, Wisdom. Charlie Wisdom, you won my money.
Yes, sir.
Charlie, congratulations. How much did you stake?
5 cedis.
Huh. Where's that then? 5 cities.
5 cedis.
Huh. Charlie Wisdom, is this your first time winning?
No, my fourth time.
Fourth time.
Yes.
Huh. What is the secret?
I did what side? So, in the fourth.
Wait, are you talking to us from your washroom or something?
We know.
Okay. Okay, Wisdom. Charlie, congrats to you and have a wonderful day. Thank you very much. Always try. And when you can also win too, *281#. It's never too late for you today. Listeners, let's end it all. A big thank you to Victor Electronics. Now, they're still running their Black Friday promotion. Victor Electronics, so they've opened a new shop at Kaswa. Yeah. It's finally here. They have 32-inch televisions, NASCO air conditioners, twin-top washing machines, Infinix smart mobile phones, Technopop pressing irons. All of them at reduced prices. Ceiling or standing fans, 2-burner gas stove with glass, all of them. Please call Victor Electronics on 055-2202-854. 055-2202-854. Visit the website at victorelectronicsgh.com. Victor Electronics, your electronics superstore. Now, y'all know that we are winning. This one, I'm about to check if I have won. Chop money from Dewa. Dewa 539. Rise and win with Dewa Chop Money. Play now, and by the time your breakfast is done, your winnings will be